Welcome to ModernEducation, where we serve you with authentic news, stories, documentaries, updates, and magazine-style insights on our society and the larger world. And more importantly, about places that fall under the radar of the mainstream media machinery. We invite you to embark on this exciting journey of enlightenment with us. ModernEducation, your vehicle of enlightenment. Have you ever stopped to wonder how your classroom experience compares to that of your great-great-grandparents? Or how lessons that were once taught with chalk and the firm voice are now being delivered through screens? In the 19th century, how lessons that were once taught with chalk and a firm voice are now being delivered through screens, videos, and virtual reality. Education is like a living thing. It grows, it changes, and it reflects the times we live in. In the 19th century, education was often strict, formal, and limited, but it was also the bedrock upon which today's learning stands. Today, we enjoy a more relaxed, inclusive, and technology-rich approach to education. But as we all see, both systems have something valuable to teach us. Education is the bedrock of any nation. It shapes minds, builds futures, and lays the foundation for the development of society. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the story of education in Nigeria, comparing what it was like in the 19th century to how it is now in the 21st century. We spoke to 4 Nigerians to hear their thoughts. 2 of them felt education back then was better, while the other 2 strongly believe today's system is more advanced and effective. The opinions gave us insight into both worlds. So, join us as we walk through classrooms of the past and present. Let's listen, reflect, and understand both sides, not to judge but to learn.
So, can you juxtapose between the education system in the 19th century compared to the current generation?
Good afternoon. Thank you. Concerning comparison between educational system in the 19th century, if I should say something concerning the educational system compared with the current generation, that is the 20th century, if I am to compare or to say the fact, in the 18th century, the students then, they were more dedicated than the current educational system they are having nowadays. In the 18th century, that is, we were more dedicated. In fact, in those days, to pass WAEC, then we need to work very hard to pass. At times, we put our leg inside water. We will put towel on our head. Night vigil upon night vigil. There will be debates. There will be quiz. There will be discussion. We call it group discussion then. In area where you are talented or you know the best, we have some that will be teaching mathematics. So these students will teach his mates on the subject which he knows best in the olden days. But nowadays, let us look at our educational system. Our students nowadays, the students, they are no longer serious like in the olden days, and this is affecting our educational system in Nigeria nowadays, because they believe, children of nowadays, they believe in quick method of getting things due to the modernization. maybe through using a phone, through Google and some other things. They make research through various systems like cheating. They hide their phone, they may cheat during exam. They are no longer ready. The readiness are no longer there. They believe in crook ways of making things, of passing out. Nowadays, we have some graduates that cannot even express themselves as expected of them. So, due to a lot of social biases, social problems in our society. So, these are the differences.
So, like, what do you think can be done to curb this menace?
Yes. The society at large, most especially our governments, they should try as much as possible encourage our youth. How can they encourage the youth? Nowadays, there are a lot of problems in our society. There are a lot of problems such as unemployment problem. The youth nowadays, some believe that education is a scam. In a country where you make all possible efforts to work hard, and you reach hard, you perform excellently well. When it is time to get job in the labor market, it's a matter of whom you know. So most of these graduates, they believe that education is a scam. If you are very brilliant, hardworking, no connection. We can see some of the youth, they end up to be jobless. So instead of wasting their time reading, working hard, they believe to go otherwise. If they can have their way to become Yahoo, to join group, to involve in examination malpractice, some will lure themselves into courtesan, harass their lecturer, force them to pass them. They believe that if they can make money without much concentration on reading or working hard, they will make their own way. So these are the problems that we can associate with the government. Apart from that, we can equally blame the parents nowadays. That is, we say charity begins at home. Parents nowadays, they are all contributing to the abnormalities in the society. Some parents, from the past experiences, some will buy questions. They go online, they go extra miles to make sure they get question for their children, to buy question online, on net, or to bribe lecturers to pass them. So the children, those category of the children, they know that without working hard, their parents will assist them. They will maneuver things in order to favor them. So these are the other problems from the parents. Apart from the parents, the children themselves, they are contributing to it. Like what I've said before, I said some people believe that education is a scam. So when they know that after graduating from school, there may likely be no job for them. So they will spend their time on other things than concentrating on reading or studying hard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. To me, if we should look at it, our current society have helped students in so many ways. Is it personally, professionally, or academically? If we should look at it very well. And there are a lot of things that students are doing now that they don't have access to before. If we look at it, there are a lot of academic support that students can access now to hasten their work, to help them during the process of doing their assignment or doing their write-ups. We have a lot of journals. That's the past work that people have done before, and we have a lot of ebooks that they can just input their work to help them hasten their work. And if we should look at it now, we have a lot of financial aid for students, unlike before in the olden days that there is nothing like that. Your parent is going to cater for your school fee, your house rent, and your feeding. Unlike now, we have supplements from the government or from a lot of institutes. We have student loan and we have financial aid. Students can put in for that to help them and to allow them to face their study, unlike before that you need to, if your parents are not capable of doing that, you need to go and work on your own. You need to do one or two things so that you can assist yourself if you want to be a student, if you want to study. And we have some, like nowadays uh we have some counseling center in the school that put students, that put them through the course they want to study in school. They give them they enlighten them more about the courses. Unlike before, you just need to do one or two, you just need to pick the course that you like, the course of study that you don't even know much about them. And there are a lot of career development and networking. There are a lot of apps online now that students can access, that will develop them, that they will learn from. Unlike before, you just need to go to your class, and you need to study what your teacher have taught you in class. And if you can't do that, then you are nowhere to be found. But nowadays, they make everything easier for them. To me, that's what I need to tell you, that our current society is more better than the olden day society, and it has influenced and have helped students in so many ways. Thank you.
Good day. Okay, um, in comparing the educational system in the olden days to current, like I would say the olden days educational system is much more preferable than the current days educational system, because I believe that during the olden days educational system, like it's something that when students go to school, then when they come back from school, like they have more time to do their assignment, to read their book. But this is like there is mobile phone everywhere, and these students, like almost every one of them has a mobile phone. So immediately they get back from school, the next thing they do is pick up their phone, and this social media rating is something that even as an adult, if you pick up your phone, like by the time you spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on your phone, you don't even know that the time is gone. But then, as a student, like when you come back from school, like there is no distractions. You know that okay, even if you have to go out and play with your friends, like 30 minutes you are back inside, you study, you do your assignments. Then in the olden day system, due to the community, like the community is more always like a small gathering. So like in most cases, you find out that the teachers in a particular school, they are more like in one way or the other related with the students, like so there's more like there's a close relationship between the teachers, the students, and the parents. So like this really helps the students in such a way that at least it will be the teachers will be easily accessible to the students if they have a question. Then the olden days educational system, like when it comes to discipline, like they are very disciplined, because these days, like when you go to school, like the teachers, they don't even have the right to punish students. Like you will just see those students like they behave rudely, they talk rudely, and that's because like they do not give them to go ahead to punish them. But in the olden days, if you talk rudely to your teacher like this, by then they will give you punishment. So although the olden days educational system had its own limitations, but in all, like I still prefer the olden days educational system compared to the current. Thank you.
Comparing the education system of nowadays and the olden days. Let me say the olden days, so firstly they are disciplined. They are very disciplined. Yes, they are very disciplined. And then there is the use of chalkboard and chalk to teach. And they teach them, they don't lecture, they teach well. And they read books. They read books to get their assignment done. And exam, test, and all that stuff. They read books to get things done. Not nowadays. Then the only days they don't have access to technology, phone, AI to get to search, to Google. Mostly they don't really have. There's just the use of smartphone which cannot browse like that back then. Now comparing to nowadays education system, which students, which pupils, they have access to phone. They get things done mostly search on Google, use their phone, smartphone to search to get assignment done. Now in this recent there's the use of whiteboard and marker to teach, and mostly let me say aside from the primary school students and the rest, let me say the university, basically in the university they lecture. Yes, they don't just to lecture, and they lecture them and give them things to go and read on, topics to go and read on. It's not like the olden days that they teach and read books. But nowadays, technology has gone far. So nowadays people just, when they give them assignment or any other thing or test, they use smartphone. Let me say mostly we don't use our head mostly to do things anymore. We go online, search to get things done. Now it is easy, to do assignments, to get things done easily. But most people still go to the library to get things done. But to make things easy, everybody has smartphone. You can just stay indoor, get things done yourself, read, search online, make research. Yes, make research. So everything is okay now due to technology, smartphone, computers, everything like that.
Education, like the word itself, keeps evolving. As we look ahead, the college is to blend the best of both worlds, keeping the solid values of the past while embracing the fresh opportunities for today and tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dive into topics that shape our world. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing. Thanks for watching us today and for joining us on our journey of enlightenment. ModernEducation, the vehicle of enlightenment.